You need to watch this video so you never make these mistakes at a dealership. On today's episode, we are going to talk about auto lending, okay? This is a really touchy subject for me because I have purchased cars all the way from one of those buy here, pay here places, okay? I didn't know any better. I was 17 years old with a lot of money in my pocket, so I bought a horrible car there. But I've purchased cars all the way from those, all the way through Honda dealerships, through all the way up to high-end cars. So I've purchased in every aspect that you can using dealership lending and using credit union lending. So I got a lot of data points I'm going to talk about. I'm going to cover all the do's and don'ts of when you're trying to purchase a car, whether you're going to go to a dealership and how to handle that purchase. Because there's a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about, and I'm going to expose a huge secret that nobody talks about in the auto industry and things that you need to watch out when you're actually going to make a purchase directly with a dealership. In my personal opinion, I believe that nobody should do dealer financing unless you have top tier credit. Now, what is top tier credit, you say? Anything above a 740 and above, okay? Because at that point, they're only going to run your credit one time, okay, to see what's the best lender that they can use. If you have not so great credit, you need to be going through a credit union or your local bank. Don't even bother having them run your credit at the dealership because they're going to shotgun your credit. They're going to shoot it out to 10, 15, 20 lenders until they can find somebody that's going to take the deal. Credit acceptance is my favorite, okay? What is it called? American credit acceptance? It's like the bottom tier subprime predatory lending of auto loans. Yeah, stay away from that place. If you have not so great credit, you need to be building a relationship with one of the biggest credit unions out there and build a strong relationship with them for at least 6 months to a year before you try to do any auto lending with that credit union. Because you do not want these dealerships getting a hold of you and tearing you apart, especially in this market, giving you an absolutely horrible interest rate. If you do your auto lending through your major credit union or a major bank that you have a great relationship with, they're only going to run your credit one time. They're going to give you a check. They're going to tell you, okay, we're going to give you $40,000 or $60,000. And then you can go out there and shop and figure out what car you really want. And then you take that check with you. But do not ever tell the dealership that you have a pre-approved check in your hand, okay? You're going to lose all the leverage in the world. So don't tell them that you are pre-approved or that you have a check in your hand. Shop the car first. We're going to use PenFed as an example here. So after you've shopped the car, okay, now you know exactly what car you want to get, then you contact your credit union. You want to ask your credit union, do you offer extended warranties, gap insurance, and debt protection? Now I'm going to put it up on the screen right here for you to see. Now, gap protection, I'm going to tell you right now, if you buy a new car, you need gap insurance, okay? If you're going to buy a high-end luxury car, you need to have gap insurance. I drive Range Rovers, and I'm not going anywhere without that gap insurance, okay? Because you never know what's going to happen. Extended warranties. Listen, people hate on extended warranties. Extended warranties have saved my life I don't know how many times. I am a huge believer in extended warranties. They are not a scam. They are legit. I had a Jeep Cherokee in the past. It's about 3 years ago maybe. There was an issue with the air conditioning unit. $6,700 for this repair. And because I had the extended warranty, all I had to pay was $125 deductible. That saved me over $6,000. Okay? That's insane. Now, debt protection. I'll put that up on the screen also. This is a major game changer, okay? This is important because you never know what can happen. There's so much uncertainty in life, okay? If you lose your job, something happens, debt protection is going to help cover those payments for a certain time period up to a certain amount. So talk to your credit union and see what type of other ancillary products they offer if you're going to purchase through them. I'm going to drop a major gem right here, okay? I'm going to tell you a huge secret that no dealerships and credit unions do not want to tell you. You do not have to put your extended warranty, your gap insurance, and your debt protection in the finance deal. Yes, you heard me right. You do not have to put the gap insurance, the extended warranty, and the debt protection in the finance deal. And then some of them have like paint protection, wheel protection. You don't have to put all of that in the financing deal, and you really, truly do not want to, because what you're doing is you're financing that extra amount, and what you're doing is you're putting negative equity into your vehicle. So you want to try to get off as much of that stuff off of your financing deal, even if you're going to use your credit union. Remember that. Now here's the gem. You can normally purchase these extended warranties at 0% interest for 24 months sometimes, okay? It depends on the deal, but I've cut this deal already 2 times in a row with the same Range Rover dealership, okay? So why would you not want to put the actual extended warranty and the gap separately, or even just the extended warranty and the wheel protection or whatever else completely separately at 0% interest for 24 months? It's a no-brainer. All right, so let's give you a really good example here of what a deal structure right here kind of looks like, okay? So I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Car is going to be sold at $67,999. Your trade-in allowance is going to be $31,000. Then there's some negative equity. $36,000 is what's actually owed. So you're bringing in $6,999 in negative equity, $7,000, okay? So there's no hidden fees here. You clearly see this. You need to examine this part right here tremendously. This is where they get you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, $699 for administrative doc fees, not bad at all. That's pretty standard. Now, license and tags, $129, blah, blah, blah. Service contract, $3,000. Gap, $695. First place finish, $799. That takes it all the way down. Even if you put $6,000 down, $77,000 deal. Now, let's say we put down $7,000 to kibosh on that negative equity. You're still looking at a $10,000 difference. And people say they don't want to put a down payment. Like, so you rather take that negative equity? No. Put the down payment down and then finance all of those other ancillary products completely separately at 0% interest. And you're going to save thousands of dollars. $10,000 to be exact. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. That way you find out every time we drop new content, you're going to hear about it first. Okay, if you have anything you want me to talk about in specific, or maybe you want to hear about what are the best credit unions for auto loans, drop it in the comments section, okay? Ask me any questions you want about any specific topic related to credit, and I will try to cover it in some other future video, okay? It's a pretty big list, but I'm working on it, okay? I'm chopping down the list as I go. Now, if you haven't also, hit that bell notification. That way you found out every time I go live or I drop new content, you're gonna hear about it first. Drop some emojis in the comments so we can get this video going so more people can see it and it can help the channel, okay? Now, if you are trying to work on your credit, we are a full service credit management company. We created the most advanced DIY program in the industry. For $50 a month, we'll create your custom Metro to Attack letters, custom to your unique situation. We'll email them to you, you print them, you mail them, you send them out certified mail, and you're done. You don't have to learn crazy modules. You don't have to read all these books about how to do credit repair, listen to some of these gurus that are telling you the wrong things to do. We cut all that nonsense out. $50 a month, you can't beat that. Link is always going to be in the description. You can find all of my trusted links in the description. We also do offer a full service Metro to Attack program, and we also offer a pre-litigation program that's designed to get you to a legal team for a free legal review. That's right, by real attorneys. Isn't that crazy? What? Yeah, that's right. And also we offer an identity theft program for people that have real identity theft issues. Link is always going to be in the description, but if you drop a comment, you want me to shoot you the link in the comments, I can do that also. You'll always see it's going to say Mike the Credit Guy. It's going to be highlighted, not none of those scammers, okay? Always remember, last part's the most important. All right, this video is going to be a little bit longer than normal, so we got a few more things to cover. Just stick to the end. I promise it's going to get really good. I saved the best for last. Now, let's go over these different fees. I'm going to put it up on the screen. How much are dealer fees? Dealer fees are going to range from dealership to dealership. The one we saw earlier was only $6.99, which is not bad, but it's not great. It's a dealership fee, okay? But destination fees, that's usually, you'll see that when you're going to purchase a brand new car versus a used car, because they charge you for the transport to get it to that dealership. Crazy. Doesn't mean you have to pay it, okay? You can negotiate that. Dealer preparation fee, we talked about that. Vehicle registration, normal VIN etching fee. Yeah, the dealership will try to tack these onto you even though it was already done for the car. Yeah, okay? Makes no sense. Now, advertising fee, yeah, not paying that. Window tinting fee and other upgrades. That's all depending on what you're negotiating. Sales tax, extended warranty, dealer markup fee. Yeah, we're not paying any markups. Like that car on that list, that wasn't marked up. You shouldn't pay any markup fees. That's just kind of silly. Rebates. Rebates should be included in that deal. And then your cash on delivery is your down payment. It needs to be inputted on there, okay? Everyone's going to be different, but I just want to cover all those things that you need to look at and look for to make sure you're not getting any hidden fees that you're not aware of. All right, so I saved the best for last. Now, this is what I'm talking about, why you should never do your financing at a dealership unless you have top tier credit and you have the negotiating power, okay? If you have top tier credit, they're not trying to get you to walk away from that deal. Now, what is a buy rate for an auto loan? I'm gonna put it up on the screen. This is directly from the CFPB website, okay? The Consumer Finance Protection Bureau. We're not making this stuff up. As usual, we bring proof, okay? So, what is a buy rate for an auto loan? The dealership, I'm gonna break it down before I break it down right here. The dealership is going to shoot your application to whatever bank that they think that you're gonna get approved by. The bank is going to send them a buy rate offer. It is going to be the interest rate that they're going to offer to you, the consumer, and then the dealer is going to, finance manager is going to get the offer and he's going to look at it and he's going to say, we can squeeze out some more points out of this person. Yeah, that's right. They can add up to 3% more than what the bank is actually offering you. So this is crazy. Put it back on the screen. We're going to read it together. Your dealer may offer you an interest rate that is higher than the buy rate. The rate the dealer offers you is called the contract rate. Sometimes the lender pays the dealer a fee for arranging the financing that is based on the difference between the two rates. Dealers may have discretion to charge you more than the buy rate, so you may be able to negotiate the interest rate. Isn't that insane? Okay? So this is why people think that interest rates are at an all-time high. It's a bad time to buy a car or a used car. It's really not. It depends on your buy rate that you don't know. You have the right to ask for the buy rate, okay? Now, if you ask for a buy rate at a dealership, they're going to freak out. They're going to tell you that's confidential. You can't see it. You know, if that's the case, you just need to walk away and go to another dealership. If it's a good financing manager, say, oh, okay, yeah. Well, are you concerned about the interest rates? Are you not happy with the interest rates? Yeah, no, I'm not, bro. Like, this interest rate's horrible. Can you do better? Do you have other offers from other banks? Let's compare them, okay? Like I said, some banks they do not want you to see that buy rate offer. So this is crazy because this is directly at the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau's website. Aren't they supposed to protect us consumers? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But how is this even legal that they can finagle this? But I'm going to put it up on the screen again. This is the second part. Now I highlighted right there so you can see it. Interest rates through a dealer are generally higher because the rate they offer you is their buy rate plus additional interest that compensates them for handling your financing. Wow. They get to raise your interest rates because they got to cut the loan. I get it. Whatever. But at the same time, like, wow, like you think that you should be able to get a better deal, but unfortunately, this is how the cookie crumbles. So you guys can all know, ask for the buy rate offer so you could see it. Now, this does not apply to leasing deals. So like leasing deals that are like, you know, something you saw in a commercial, those are locked in deals from manufacturers, or like if they're brand new cars and they're offering like certain percent interest rates, those are locked in manufacturers deals that dealerships cannot mess with. So sometimes they don't even have enough cars on the lot, or say, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we don't have those deals. Like, yeah, this is all we got. You're like, bro, the car's right there. Why can't I get that car with the deal? Because they can't control the financing. They can't control the interest rate. So they don't want to sell it to you at that rate. So I hope you learned a lot. I dropped a bunch of gems about auto lending. You know, as always remember, subscribe to increase your credit score.